Hungary could be back on course for another bailout after a U-turn by its prime minister. And talks with the IMF had broken down after an argument over central bank independence. But with Hungary's debt rated junk across the board, well, the game has changed. Poppy Trowbridge joins us now. So, Poppy, Hungary seems to be getting more and more desperate.
Well, Lindsay, Hungary does have the biggest debt load of any European nation, and social unrest in the country is also getting worse. But it's the markets that are really forcing the issue right now. The cost of borrowing for Hungary has soared, hitting a new record since 2009 last week, and at the same time the currency has plunged. So talks are due to resume between the government there and the IMF on a bailout sometime this week. We're hearing Wednesday, and some analysts we've spoken to say that is just in the nick of time, Lindsay.
The worst case scenario could possibly be default combined with a severe credit crunch if banks can no longer roll over their external debt. But this situation looks like a very small possibility given the overbearing weight the EU and IMF could have on Hungary.
Hungary is not just running out of time, but also options on where they can get that money.
How much money do they need exactly, Poppy?
Well, in the short term, and this really is an immediate problem, Hungary needs about $20 billion. They need to refinance about 15 billion euros worth of debt. Big picture, Hungary's GDP is about $130 billion, and more than 80% of that is their debt to GDP ratio. In fact, it's 82.6%. And in a nutshell, cash is running short, but politicking is standing in the way of a deal right now.
The Prime Minister, is he a hindrance to a deal with the IMF then?
Well, he has said in the past that the IMF is interfering, and he said that he doesn't want any help from the IMF. Now, that was in the past, and certainly the game has changed. But he knows how the game works. Let me tell you a bit about him. He's 48 years old. He's a trained lawyer. He even studied at Oxford. And, guys, he's been Prime Minister before for a 4-year stint from 1998 to 2002. But without a doubt, policy changes are going to be crucial for Hungary in order for them to strike a deal with the IMF. And that does mean political concessions on behalf of their Prime Minister.
All right, interesting story. Poppy, thank you very much.